Cynthia Lee Shang, she was the parish president, was actually on CBS this morning. Let's hear what she had to say.
Our first responders have really been wanting to get out there. So we have just, the sunlight is just coming up. So they're going to be able to get an assessment. Our priority up here is trying to get into Lafitte and do a search and rescue there. We know the waters were rising there. We were getting a lot of rescue calls for high water. So I'm told people were in their attics. I talked to Mayor Kerner probably late afternoon, and he was getting reports that the water was rising in that area. So that is critical for us. Grand Isle is further south. We lost contact with them probably late afternoon. We have not made contact with them. So these are the things that we have to deal with today. But now, just that the sun's out, we're going to finally get an assessment of what's there, but it's search and rescue. Our water system is down. We have a lot of water main breaks. So we need to make those repairs as soon as possible. Obviously, that's our ability to fight fires. We need water. Hospitals need water. So this is the first up today on today's list, is to address these needs. I just issued a mandatory curfew so our first responders could have full use of the roads. And I want them to be able to do their job as unimpeded as possible. Well, that's what makes it hard for our work to be done. We have no communication. We have no electricity. It is very, very difficult. I finally got in a phone call in through our sheriff, but I wasn't able to reach him. But our teams are out. They're out clearing roads. Our firefighters, our police, force, Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office. We have the National Guard here. We have the state police here. We have the men and women ready to go out. They have been wanting to go out all evening, but of course, yesterday, was terrible. Last night was terrible in the darkness, knowing that people are stranded in water. It is a terrible feeling. It is a terrible feeling not to be in contact with people and not knowing what they're going through. When you hear the winds going on, you hear the strength of the storm still. An absolutely frightening night. I hope that we have good numbers for survival, but we will see. We will see where we are as the day continues. I think our parish was ready for this. I think our parish withstood this. The things that have happened, you would expect to happen. The transmission tower that went down is unfortunate because my understanding is that is a big piece. It's not, that is a big piece of the system. So that might make electricity a little bit longer to come back. My understanding in the hurricane protection system, all the levees held, the structural damage, the integrity of our buildings for the most part is good. So yes, I think we were ready. We pre-positioned a lot of assets, but we took a beating for so long. When you think that our parish got landfall in Grand Isle around 11 yesterday, last night I stepped out, I'm at the Emergency Operations Center. The winds were just incredible still late into the evening. So we just took a battering for so long. And some structures were standing for a while and then they just weakened. I mean, you just can't take it for that kind of period of time, the power of that storm that we had. So, we're going to put our community back together. We're a strong people. I have no doubt we will come back stronger. It has just been a really, really tough time for us. Michelle, I know you knew him. It's so strange that the surreal, that he fought this. My best friend told me, 16 later, you're fighting this. That didn't even register in my mind until yesterday. I am with many people who served with him who are serving this time. Many of our first responders worked Katrina and now are working this storm. It is horrifying what our community has had to go through, but what we're made of, the strength we have. We will come back. We are energized and we are committed to doing what we need to do today. But we have a system failure across the board, water, sewer, electricity. So it's going to take some time.